Atlanta rapper Young Scooter tragically lost his life on his 39th birthday, and the internet went wild with rumors. But now we got the truth. What really happened, and why was he running from the police? And how could a leg injury eventually make him lose his life? This is the real story behind the tragic passing of Young Scooter, including family reactions, medical expert insight, and now the GBI is investigating an in-custody death. Let's talk about it. March 28, 2025, Atlanta police responded to a house on William Knight Drive in southeast Atlanta. Possible shots fired and a woman being pulled back into a house. When the officers got there, a man cracked the door open, then immediately shut it. Two men ran out the back. One came back inside the house. The other, he was Young Scooter. According to the police, he wasn't in cuffs, but when he ran, he hopped 2 fences and ended up with a serious leg injury. They found him hurt, gave him aid on the scene, and rushed him to the Grady Memorial Hospital. Later that night, he was pronounced gone. And to be clear, they say the police did not shoot him. No fire was exchanged at all, and that's confirmed by Atlanta Police Department. Now for the false reports online, before any facts were dropped, rumors were already spinning. One major post from Streetwork 58 claimed Young Scooter was shot by the police outside the Sweet Lounge in downtown. Said it happened near the State Farm Arena. That post blew up, but it wasn't true. Other pages started to throw stories out about drugs or claiming it was a sting gone wrong. None of that was true either. Police later confirmed it had nothing to do with narcotics, just a 911 call and a panic reaction with Young Scooter. By his son, who was very close to him according to Instagram, he went to his page to let his emotions out. I promise I'm gonna get back to y'all. I'm just trying to stay off social media. Got lame blogs lying, broken into a million pieces. I don't wish this pain on anybody. You can feel the heartbreak in every word. Then he dropped another one. We tight as ever. I learned everything from you. How to move around. You never heard nothing from me. I'm so hurt. I feel weird walking. Man, why you do me like that? And again, he also posted, he ain't never know. Damn near every time we FaceTime, I'm screenshotting him like I'm one of his fans. I'm so happy for him and how far he came. I done seen it all. This wasn't just a rapper. This was a father, a teacher, and a protector. Now his kids are left behind trying to process while the internet talks reckless. According to Lieutenant Andrew Smith from the Atlanta Police, there were reports of a woman being dragged back into the home. That's what triggered the response. When Scooter jumped the fences, he suffered a leg injury, likely from the fall that became fatal. No officers fired a weapon, there was no raid, there was not a shootout. This case is now being handled by the GBI, the Atlanta Bureau of Investigation, and now they officially labeled this as an in-custody death. That means even though he wasn't cuffed, the death happened during the police pursuit, and that triggers a deeper investigation. To break it down medically, a leg injury can absolutely take you out of here. In a viral news clip, an orthopedic surgeon, Dr. Craig Well, explained how a broken femur, especially if it gets sliced by a broken bone, the femoral artery is massive, and if it's cut, you could bleed out internally in minutes. The doctor said it's rare, but not impossible, especially after a hard fall.
Femoral artery is quite large, and it could, if you broke your femur and it broke badly enough, the ends of the femur fracture could be sharp enough to cut the artery.
As for the fall,
It'd have to be a very hard fall.
something you don't often see.
No, you don't. It's a relatively rare injury to have a femoral artery death. It's only about 10 to 15% of traumas, so it's not very high.
That's exactly what happened here. He jumped 2 fences, landed wrong, broke his leg, and hit an artery. It turned fatal fast. Right now, the medical examiner is causing the cause of passing undetermined, pending the autopsy. Young Scooter wasn't just another rapper in Atlanta. He helped build the street wave out of the South. His breakout tape, Street Lottery, had the streets buzzing. He moved with legends like Future and had a real respect from artists like Gucci Mane and Meek Mill. Even Meek Mill posted about his passing on social media. R.I.P. Young Scooter, ATL generational leader, prayers for your kids, family, and free bands. From the streets corners to the studio, Scooter never switched up. He gave us real game in his music and always kept it authentic. This story ain't over yet. We're still waiting on the official autopsy. We're waiting on the GBI's final word. But what we do know is he ran because he didn't know what was going on. He wasn't shot. He passed trying to escape a situation that started from a false 911 call. Rest in peace to a real one young Scooter, condolences to his family, and everybody truly that knew him. We don't spread lies, we bring the real story.
What is that producer tag? Somebody watching this that isn't familiar with it.
ATL Jacob, ATL Jacob.
Is that your voice, or is that somebody else's voice?
This young Scooter voice.
That's young Scooter's voice.
Yeah.
How did that tag come about for you?
He made a song called Real Talk. It's a song called Real Talk featuring Future. And he like, ATL Jacob, ATL Jacob. Shout out to the Ops. Assalamu alaikum.
Listen, dog, please stop calling my phone. You see what's going on the same way I see what's going on. This do not feel good at all. My brother just got killed, and I can't even go slide for him. On top of that, me, his mama, his real family, like this our real core family, like before a rap song, before a dollar came, we family. I don't wanna hear this shit talking about no interviews. I don't wanna do no interviews. I don't wanna do nothing. I just wanna chill. Then I gotta go in the club tonight and act like I ain't shit. I gotta smile for these motherfucking cameras. This shit ain't no good feeling. I don't wanna kick it, bro. Stop calling me, bro.
We're here to discuss two events this evening. The first being from the 200 block of William Nye Drive. In Zone 3, officers responded to a dispute with a weapon. It was advised in the call remarks that shots were fired and a female was dragged back into the location. Once officers arrived, they knocked on the door. A male opened the door and immediately shut the door on the officers. The officers then established a perimeter. During the process of establishing the perimeter, two males fled out of the rear of the house. One male returned back into the house. The other male jumped two fences as he was fleeing. When officers located him on the other side of the fence, he appeared to have suffered an injury to his leg. Officers rendered aid and he was transported to Grady Hospital where he was pronounced deceased. That male is going to be a 39-year-old male out of Atlanta. Just to be very clear, the injury that was sustained was not via the officers on scene. It was when the male was fleeing.
Can we confirm that it's a known rapper that goes by the name of Young Scooter, the 39-year-old male?
We cannot at this point. That's a function of the Fulton County Medical Examiner's Office once they notify the next of kin, so that we were premature on that.
So what was the discussion, what led to the 39-year-old having to flee from police? Can you give us a little bit more detail, because it just seems, what exactly led to him running away?
So again, there was a 911 call of dispute with shots and a female being dragged back into the residence. When officers arrived, a male initially opened the door, closed the door on the officer's face without communicating completely. That's when the officers established a perimeter and the two males fled. Why they fled, obviously, we can't speak for them. So it's still an active investigation.
Was the woman injured at all?
So we were not able to locate a female. We ended up with two males and the decedent.
Was the, and you said the dispute was started in a car, a moving car? The
No, outside of the residence.
Outside of the residence, and then a woman was drugged back into the...
That's what was reported. We have not been able to substantiate any of that, which is also a part of our investigation.
And then when he jumped over the fence from one victim, what wound would, I guess, did he shoot himself? Did he...
No, there was no indication of anyone being shot. This appears that there was, when he fell, some type of fracture injury to the leg, which caused the bleeding.
And to clarify, this wasn't any involvement with the Atlanta police as far as shooting?
Correct. There's no, in neither one of these cases were officers involved in at all.
Will your agency be investigating everything internally, or do you guys?
So we do have, just because of the confusion, we have the GBI that's going to come out to the 39, location.
So GBI will come out and they'll independently look into what exactly.
Correct.
happened? Okay.
Yeah, just to confirm.
But that one started with a 911 call of a dispute.
Correct.
That's why you guys got there, and then
Dispute,
dragging
shots
the woman.
fired, woman being drugged back into the residence.
Is there any statement you want to make too? I mean, obviously there's already multiple reports out there across social media, some news magazines saying, again, young scooter has been shot by Atlanta police. Just an opportunity because many people are taking this, they're watching this.
Right.
Is there anything you want to say? Because those reports are out there.
No, and this is why we're here doing this press conference, to put out there that the Atlanta Police Department has not been involved in any tonight, and the incident on William Nye, there was a shooting. All right, thank you.